So right now we don't have real-time updates set up. So this query that we're firing here, which is grabbing all of the entries from the entries table, is only going to fire once, and it's not going to listen out for any changes. So if our entries data is changed elsewhere, let's say by somebody else who's logged into the app with the same account, then we're not going to see those changes reflected in the app in real time. And just to demonstrate that, let's jump to the entries table. Let's make a change to one of our entries. So this salary one, I'll make a change and just change it to salary edited and hit enter to save that. So if we jump back to our app, we don't see that change here. It still says salary. We'll only see this change if we reload the page, and we can now see the change. And you might have noticed that the order of these entries just changed, but don't worry about that because we are going to handle ordering later on in the course. But before we set up our logic for adding, updating, and deleting entries from our app to Supabase, let's get our real-time updates set up. And first of all, we need to enable real-time for this entries table on Supabase. And you can see at the top here, it says real-time off. Let's click on that and see if we can enable it here. And yeah, it looks like we can. So it says, once real-time has been enabled, the table will broadcast any changes to authorized subscribers. So let's click on enable real-time, and we can now see that real-time is on. Help me out with a quick like, comment, share, or subscribe. So how do we listen for these real-time updates? Well, if we jump back to the API docs page, which we opened earlier, and you can get to that on the left here, API docs, we want to scroll down to this section here, subscribe to changes. Supabase provides real-time functionality and broadcasts database changes to authorized users, depending on row-level security policies. So we can create subscriptions that listen out for inserts, or only for updates, or only for deletes, or we can just subscribe to all events, meaning all changes made to our entries table, whether that's insert, update, or delete. And this on method is a hook, which is going to be fired every single time a change is made to our entries table, whether an entry was inserted, updated, or deleted. Now in Firebase, we had the on snapshot hook, which grabbed all of the initial data from the database and also listened out for changes as well. We can't currently do that with Supabase. This hook is not going to grab our initial entries data. So what we need to do is grab the initial data from the entries table, just like we're doing here, and then also set up a subscription like this to all changes in the table. And then we can use this hook separately to listen out for changes and update the data in our entries ref, in our state accordingly. So let's jump back to our load entries action. And once we've successfully got some data, let's trigger another action to set up a subscription. So I'm going to put this in curly braces so that we can add another line. So once we've got the data, the entries from the entries table, and assigned it to our local entries ref and displayed them on the page, let's fire another action. And we could call this subscribe entries. Let's create this action here. So const subscribe entries, set that equal to an arrow function. Let's copy this code example under subscribe to all events and paste that into this new method. Fix the indentation. We don't need to assign this to a constant, so I'm going to get rid of this const entries equals. Let's set a name for this subscription channel that we're setting up. We could call this entries-channel. And so this on hook is listening out for Postgres changes, as in changes to our database table, and it's going to listen out for all events, whether that's insert, update, or delete on the entries table. And this is going to return a payload, and this is already being logged out here. So let's just see what gets logged out if we change the data in our entries table outside of our app. So let's save this and jump back to Moneyballs, reload this. And I'll clear the console. Let's jump to our entries table. Let's add a new entry here. So let's click on insert and insert row. Let's create an entry with the name set to phone bill. set the amount to minus $14.99. Let's click on save. And we see that new entry added here. And if we jump back to Moneyballs and look at the console, we can see change received being logged out. And we can see this payload being logged out. And if we take a look in that object, this event type property tells us the type of change that was made. And this is currently set to insert because we just inserted a row. And this old object contains the old data from before the change was made. And this is currently an empty object because there is no old data in this case because we added a new entry. And this new object contains the new data. In this case, the data of the new entry that was just added. And we can see we have all of the fields that we need. We have the entry ID, the name, the amount, and the paid property. Get the full course, including authentication, row-level security and policies, database functions and triggers, storage, edge functions, and running Supabase locally from makeappsacademy.com, or click the link in the description.